Today's forecast calls for cloudy skies in New York City with a high near 40 and a low near 30. It's Friday, January 10th, and this is your Boroughs in Brief. Thousands of new apartments on Brooklyn's waterfront? Not so fast, say some local leaders. The following comes from The City and Samantha Maldonado. Just south of Brooklyn Bridge Park, 6 cranes dot the waterfront. Just one of them is in service, bringing in around 90,000 containers per year that come to Red Hook's port, mostly food from Latin America and the Caribbean. Of the 5 other cranes at Brooklyn Marine Terminal, 2 sit on condemned, crumbling piers. Hurricane Sandy left another crane in ruins, and the last hasn't worked in years. But the area is slated to be transformed, with crucial upgrades to the port and working waterfront that would allow an expansion of consumer goods transported there, taking vehicles off the road. Thousands of new apartments could also be built on the site, and it's this new housing that's become a flashpoint in the approval process to create what would be a completely new neighborhood. Less than 4 months ago, the City Economic Development Corporation amassed a task force of over 24 elected officials and other civic leaders to vote on a vision for the future of the area by March. The EDC is adamant that it can harmoniously redevelop the industrial area with seemingly conflicting uses. Newly constructed housing with industry, public waterfront access with a functional port, and resiliency in a flood zone. But one of the biggest emerging tensions is over the prospect of shrinking and repurposing some of the last remaining working waterfront, the only port serving New York City east of the Hudson River. Find the rest of this story right now at thecity.nyc. The city's nonprofit newsroom relies on readers like you. Help keep their journalism free for all New Yorkers by making a donation and supporting local news today. No plans this weekend? Well, here are 5 things happening in New York City, thanks to timeout.com. Let's start with today, Friday. Have you ever thought about taking salsa classes? Well, tonight is the night. It's Salsa Groove's free dance lessons and happy hour. It's the first Salsa Groove of 2025. Enjoy a night dancing and grooving with friends, family, partners, and more as you eat dinner, sip on happy hour cocktails, enjoy dance performances, and yes, get free salsa lessons. If you can't make it tonight, no worries. Salsa Groove is a monthly Friday event at SOB's. For over 40 years, SOB's has been widely known as the premier salsa venue in New York City, hosting Salsa Groove socials with dance lessons, concerts, brunches, post-work happy hours, and more. Doors open at 6 o'clock p.m., dance lessons start at 6:30 p.m., and entry is free with RSVP from 6 to 6:30 p.m. at eventbrite.com. Up next is Winter Jazz Fest weekend. During the typically bleak post-New Year's Eve concert lull, Winter Jazz Fest promises a bright spot on the city's calendar. Expect to hear more than 100 groups from around the world. Now in its 21st year, the annual event showcases new talent, performing a broad spectrum of musical styles, all under the banner of jazz. This year's fest runs Thursday, January 9th to Wednesday, January 15th, with immense marathon events in Manhattan on Friday, January 10th, and in Brooklyn on Saturday, January 11th. Buy advance tickets at the official festival website. A 2-day marathon pass costs $155 to $265 or $85 per day if bought separately. You can also purchase tickets for individual shows, which start at $30. Here's a wintertime must in NYC, a round of bumper cars on ice at Bank of America Winter Village at Bryant Park. Officially back for the season, the activity is, as usual, suitable for everyone who is 7 or older and looking to have some laugh-out-loud fun. The program is open from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Sundays through Fridays and 9:20 a.m. to 5:20 p.m. on Saturdays. Given the popularity of the destination, we suggest you buy tickets in advance. Have you ever had a boy band brunch? The award-winning phenomenon, Boy Band Brunch, is back, delivered with their own special mix of handsomeness, tongue-in-cheek humor, and Broadway talent. The Boy Band Project transports you back to a time when the boy band phenomenon dominated pop culture and TRL was appointment television. They reimagined the sound, movement, and energy of NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Hanson, One Direction, 98 Degrees, O-Town, Boyz II Men, Jonas Brothers, and more. Even if you've never demolished a Trapper Keeper notebook with pictures of your favorite boy bander, this show will make you party like it's 1999. Boy Band Brunch with the Boy Band Project started in 2018 and quickly became a sensation, earning them 11 Broadway World Cabaret nominations and winning for Best Group, Best Ensemble Soloist, and Best Original Song. Boy Band Brunch is this Saturday starting at 11:30 a.m. at City Winery at 25 11th Avenue. And finally, on Sunday, it's trivia time with the Geeks Who Drink. Geeks Who Drink is a trivia game company headed to Garage Sale Vintage in Chelsea this Sunday at 7 p.m. Consistent, fresh new content makes each Geeks Week totally different from the one before. Their editorial team claims to write more questions than Jeopardy, way more. You can enjoy a drink while showing off your knowledge, and after the trivia, you can stick around for another drink or do some shopping for vinyl and vintage clothing. What's not to like? Learn more at geekswhodrink.com. That's all for now. My name is Imran Sheikh. Make sure to support and subscribe to your local New York news outlets like the ones you heard today.
The next song.
Spoken Layer.